What's going on, guys? It's your brother O.T.G. The O.T.G's for overtime grind. Hardly seen, but I'm always around. And today we're in Reason 12. I'm just going to be making some beats. I updated my chord sequencer. I wanted to see its chord sequencer 1.1. And I had one of the guys in my, in the master class asked me about utilizing Stylus RMX. And that's one of my favorite plugins. So I'm going to just show a basic usage of Stylus RMX for somebody new. How to use multiple instances to get it together. And then while I was trying to go through the chord sequences, I ended up just coming up with a beat real quick that I really liked. Coming across a piano that I really liked, and I just used the ID8. So what we're going to do is just throw some drums on and show you how to make a beat real quick with the chord sequencer, and how to not spend a bunch of time looking for sounds, but just get something that feels good and create from that. So, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. There's all kinds of free stuff down in the description. There's a master class, got over 4 hours of video. You could download the videos and go one by one. You can hit the number 856-879-9118, text O.T.G. We could definitely set up one-on-ones or anything like that if you need help or you just got any questions. And if you got some haters, there's a lot going on in the world, and hate is motivation. Love and hate is both motivation. So if you got some haters and you can't handle them, send them right over to my comments. Make sure they come over here and got a lot to say. I can't wait to meet them. All right. So right now we just got a drum loop going. Very simple. I'm not going to do too much talking through this. Come back in a couple times and tell you, to like, share, subscribe, comment. Might give you a couple ideas. But this is just basic workflow. You can see how to use the chord sequencer. Want to use a couple effects, and we just going to build something out and arrange it. Same way we always do. If you follow these videos, you could literally make a beat every day. So for a lot of you guys who are struggling, new beats every single day, no matter what it is. It's the SP, it's the OP, it's the MPC, it's Reason, whatever it is, Ableton Live, Machine, new beats every single day, and they not trash. Utility beats. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and let's get it. So there's a couple ways that you can operate when you have a VST like Stylus RMX. It has 8 MIDI outs, same as Contact or different. Some MIDI instruments have multiple outs. They could support up to 16 outs. But in this instance, for people that are new who don't know how to do it, here is a easy way just to get it really going. You know, so I'm not going to add it 8 times. I'm just going to add it a couple times, and we're going to utilize it that way. Right now, I have it in host sync to make sure that whatever I'm playing can play at the same speed. But when it goes to dropping the MIDI, I will turn off the host sync to make sure and everything will be in time when it outputs the MIDI. So, you know, that's just how I don't want to say it's multi-timbro, but things that have multiple MIDI outs, you could load several instances in. I do that with Contact. I do that with different things because I like to add different effects from inside of Reason to each channel. Now, in the future, I do have videos in the master class and on my channel that show how to run channel for channel. That is, you are able to do it in Stylus, but in this video, this is going to be super simple. Just trying to get to a beat. I don't really feel like going through all that routing and all that other stuff. I got a vibe right now, and I want to keep it going. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. You know, hit the number 856-879-9118, text O.T.G, and we here. Let's keep it going. So here's another trick. You know, you can get the sound pack. It's available down below in the comment. Here's a trick if you want to speed through making your beats and you're using the chord sequencer and you don't want to sit and try to find the key. You could drop a scales and chords on there and put it in the same range. Look at the keys that you're playing. So you see I have an A, B, and a CM. So, you know, I put it in A, B major, and then we could find something that will a C major, A, B major, you know what I mean? We now know what scale to play or what key we're in. And so you'll see me do that a lot of times when I'm making a beat. Once I got the vibe, I'm not about to sit here and search. I'm not the world's greatest keyboardist. And I don't care about invisible people who know if I know what key it is or whatever. We're trying to make the best music, and music that actually works together. Like I said, we use sound selections that work together. I do it for the love, but I also do it for the money. I also do it for people to rap over and utilize the beats. So one of the things we know always work together is a choir, piano, bass. I say this all the time. Utilize sounds that you hear on the radio that you know work together. These are just accents that we're going to utilize and help us later on in the sequencing process. So we're going to keep it going. Scales and chords, drop it in there. Right here I have the chords on, but when I add the bass, I'm going to turn chords off so it just plays one note. Again, you can get my sound pack. These are basses that I know work all the time. We're going to drop that scales and chords on. We're going to turn the chords mode off. We're going to drop it in A, B, and we moving. Let's get it. Like, share, subscribe. 856-879-9118 O.T.G. And be in the game. I appreciate you. think I'm going to add some pizzicato. You know, I love Humana. I think that's one of the best choir sounds on the internet. You know, I have Contact. They have some pretty good ones, but I think Humana probably has the best that I found. And everybody knows how I feel about Reason Sound Bank. I always utilize it over anything else. Like if I'm in Machine, then we utilize Contact, but if I'm in Reason, I use the Reason Sound Bank. I don't really do a bunch of synthesizers and other things of that nature. As you guys can see on the Piz, we're going to utilize the same thing. We're going to drop a scales and chords on there. We're going to turn the chords off, put it at an A-B major, and we're going to just find something that fits. And you'll see in a little while why we're utilizing and doing something like that. You know, because when we want to start to arrange, it's important for, you'll understand, we'll talk about it shortly. So, you know, I love the reverb. I don't want it to be so sharp, and I'm not really trying to cut a lot of the highs out either. So what we could do is just throw a reverb on and kind of drown it and make it sit above that, if that makes sense. So with that, I think that we are creating and making something that has a good feel and something that has a good vibe. So I'm at a point now where I want to go ahead and send this to the track, and I want to start arranging. I don't really want to overdo this thing. So we're going to copy everything. I'm not going to utilize blocks. Maybe on the next video. I have some videos, again, in the master class that'll show you how to use blocks. Maybe I'll get into the conversation of when and where to utilize blocks, because I have a certain workflow where I know I got to utilize blocks, and then I have another workflow where I know I'm just going to copy and paste. Same as if I'm in the MPC or anything else, and we're just going to go through and mute some things. I will actually show you how to set up the automation and set your mutes to MIDI, and then you could just mute the channels in your mixer, and you won't have to actually erase anything, and you could play kind of arrange in that manner or that fashion. All right. So we're going to turn off the host sync now, like I said earlier in the video, and we're going to do it on both of our VSTs. And now we're just going to make our beat as we go. You know, we have it looped out, and we're going to just start erasing things. You know, so when I choose the beginning, I don't want it to come right on. So, you know, I kind of want it to fade into things. You don't want it to really sound like it's one long loop. But for rap, hip hop, you know, podcasts, videos, commercials, things of that nature, you also want to be able to give people a different version of the beat in case they want to loop different parts. So that's why it's kind of essential to have loops inside, kind of arrange your beats this way, because, you know, there may be a certain part that they want to loop and just play it over and over again, or extend that part, or whatever the case may be. So also when you're auditioning, when you're arranging, you want to think about the voice or whatever it is. You know, you don't want to overwhelm the listener with the same thing over and over again. Again, like I say all the time, everybody's a producer, but, you know, guys like to go to the Wikipedia definition, and that means provide and direction for the songwriter and the listener. Well, if you're just looking at what we're creating, you know, it's moving in a direction from left to right, and what we're doing is pointing and telling the listener what and where they'll hear, and trying to keep them interested until the end of the beat. So, you know, right, one of the ways I utilize is right where I think that the beat gets boring, or it'll start to get tedious or the same. That's where we bring in one of our pre-played pieces, and that's what makes those small things like the choir and the pizzicato very important. You know, that's what makes how you can almost take the same chords, same bass line, change pitches, and still make 100 beats at the same exact speed. You know, different drums, different things of that nature. You can really do some things. So right there, I want to ease the drums in. I move my bars to half a bar. We got a good feel right there. You know, I want the piano and the bass just to start. You know, I want the congos to play for a while and then cut them off. You know, and we have about a good 2-verse part with 3 choruses. We have a part with an intro and maybe a chorus at the beginning. This is a more musical beat. So something like this, in my mind, I would send out for R&B singers, hip-hop guys who are trying to tell a certain kind of story, or different movies or something of that nature, you know what I mean? But we're going to make it, just because I'm thinking of that, I'm going to add some more effect to it and make this feel like that's a chorus in the beginning, you know. I may have that bass come on, depending on how that works, you know, have it come on at a weird time. And we're just going to work it out. So, you know, with that, this is how to arrange and Reason 12. This is for the guy from who one of the buyers of the masterclass who asked about working with Stylus RMX. I seen you ask a couple times, and I'm appreciative of your patience. I figured I would just start with this and show you a basic way, and then we'll ease into a more difficult way. But this way is actually a better way, because now each channel you could apply the effects and really get it going to each part of the loops or whichever MIDI that you have playing in Stylus. This should help you with arranging. The new chord sequencer is still, chord sequencer is great from Reason. I love it. It's very motivational. I feel like I always come up with something good. You guys see it. Hopefully that Scales and Chords tip helps you out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, leave a thumbs up. If you want to donate, all of that information is in the description. 856-879-9118. Hit me, O.T.G. You know, and if you need help, if you want coaching, whatever, you know, the number's open. Masterclass is available over 4 hours. You could go over to Reason and catch me over there talking about the redrum tutorial. And that's about it, guys. It's another episode of Reason 12. This is beat making in Reason 12, arranging, Stylus RMX, Beat Builder TV, November 11th. It's your brother O.T.G.